Good morning. This is Juice Talk number 2 that I've done. Today's juice during Juice Talk is Sunrise, and it has beets in it. And I just tasted it. It's beety. I don't like beets, and it's still kind of frozen, so it's ice cold. I kind of need the water in there, or whatever the ice is made out of to. Not a fan of beets. It's like the only vegetable I can't eat and I just hate. But it's all good. So today's juice talk is about resting during your reboot. I've seen lots of people try to carry on with life just like they're not rebooting, but your body is very good at one thing. We are not made to be multitaskers. In fact, people think they can multitask, but when in reality they've done brain measurements when doing multiple tasks, and actually you don't do multiple tasks well. You actually do them less efficiently. So your body is like the same way. So if you are juicing for, let's say, detox and cleansing, which is most people do, then what happens is the reason why we juice is because digestion is something that the body has to do. So if we eliminate that, it can spend more energy on like detoxing and getting your body clear of all of those nasty pollutants and old food and everything else that's in it. Having said that, when you're trying to work out, or if you're going to work, if you're like traveling or something like that, where you're expending a lot of outside energy, like that is really detrimental to the amount of cleansing you can do. Sure, you're still going to cleanse, but a lot of times you're going to feel worse just like for longer periods of time. So when I started doing my juicing, I gotta set that down. It is cold in my hand. When I started doing my juicing, I didn't wait until the first of the year, because the first actually fell on a Monday. And even though I had that day off of work, I had to go to work for like the rest of, I guess, this week, actually. So I actually started my cleanse. I bought food like Thursday, started juicing that night to get some of my juices so I could start on Friday. Or did I? Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. It's 9 days ago. So I did that because then I would have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days, and then would go to work. So my body had a chance to kind of start detoxing already. Now my job, I realize people just can't give up their work, but if you can take a 2-week vacation and juice for those 2 weeks, that will be helpful, and then go back to work. You can continue juicing for another 2 weeks. If you have like a high stress job, you can do it over, like a lot of factories will shut down for Christmas, which gives you a kind of a little chunk of time between Christmas and New Year's. Whatever you can do to rest, that is majorly important. The more rest and the more you stay hydrated, the better your detox is going to be. So my job is very stress-free. I basically work part-time, and I go to work and I'm there at 9:30, and I basically feed the elderly. So I get their food. Their food's already there at my site where I go. In the oven, and I make sure it's all up to temperature. I set the tables for how many people are coming that day. I make, the drinks, coffee, stuff like that. And that takes me a half an hour. And then people start arriving, and I sit on my butt and I play games until 11:30. It's like sweet. So I play games until 11:30, and then at 11:30 I actually serve them lunch. So again, I make sure the food is up to temperature. I dish out everybody's plate. I sit down, and at the moment I'm juicing while they eat, which is very, very hard, because it's hard enough sometimes. Their mashed potatoes are like the bomb. but it's really hard sometimes to even not eat that food because I know they add milk and all of my allergens into those foods, and so I try not to eat it anyway, but the smells and everything is just atrocious. I really just want to eat it. So after I serve them lunch from 12 to 12:30, I clean up and then I play games for another half an hour with them and then I go home. So I get a lot of rest, even though I'm working technically. And so that's really good. And then I'm able to come home because I don't work any other time. At the moment, the boys are off school, so I can come straight home. But other than that, I would just sit basically in my car and either crochet or do something until the kids got off of school. But I don't have a high stress job and stuff like that. So my days are full of resting, and then on the weekends I can do pretty much nothing. Last week I had to help set up church, but I didn't, and so, I mean, I did set up last week, but this week I'm not going to. I'm going to stay home for the week. So, that's my day of rest. Now, juicing last night, that took a lot of energy, and I had a lot of energy from the juices, but my body was not able to detox efficiently last night. I could just feel it. And I feel it this morning too, like there's things that want to come out that are not coming out. So I'm going to rest it up this whole weekend and get things kind of moving. But you really do want to do your reboot when you can rest the most, because like I said, your body can't do two things at once. Don't exercise during your reboot unless you have so much energy towards the end of your reboot that you can. I really don't recommend it at all because your body's going to be so focused on exercising and building muscle that you're not going to be able to digest. So just relax. Like in this world of crazy, busy, fast-paced living, just relax. Like I don't understand why people just can't relax. I've chosen a lifestyle where it's not fast-paced. That's I'm over it. I don't understand why we have to go and produce. Why companies need to make billions of dollars in profits. I mean, like, come on, you're not even thinking about your workers anymore. I have a few friends of mine that all have the flu right now, and they have to go to work. And the company they work for, which shall remain nameless, has a point system. And if they're sick and they don't show up, they get a point. And you're only allowed X amount of points and you're fired. It doesn't matter what causes that. So they're going to work sick. And let me tell you that this place of business, like thousands of people go there every day. So they are infecting thousands of people because the company needs their money. And like, it's just annoying that you can't even be sick anymore. I've just chosen a different way. I've chosen a different life, and that was just my personal choice. I was working 2 or 3 part-time jobs, and I'm just like, anymore. So I sell Plexus at home on my own time, and then I do just this part-time job. Sometimes I clean a house for a gentleman, but, not like once a week. So I don't know. Rest. That's all I can say. Your body can't do more than one thing. Just relax. Relax and let this detox happen. You're doing this for a reason. You're not spending all this money juicing, because believe me, it's not cheap, especially if you try to do organic. Like, I don't even juice organic right now. I'm just doing conventional produce. And I'm even juicing from Aldi's. Like, that's like the cheapest of the cheap I can get at the moment. And why would you waste all that money to not get an efficient detox from that? So just relax. Don't try to do anything extra. Plan ahead. If you know that you're going to try to do like a 15-day or a 10-day, like plan ahead and try to start on a weekend so that you can, start it good, and maybe get a sitter for a couple nights of the week so you can just relax, or just anything you can to take full advantage of all of this reboot. Well, I'm into almost 10 minutes, so I will stop here, and I'm not sure what the next juice talk will be. it'll just kind of go by what I feel I need to talk about. So I'm going to wake up my family because I just need to get this juicing going. It's going to take me all day to do the rest of these juices. So, yeah, I'm on day 9. I feel awesome. I feel excelente, except for that I did have a pound of weight gain, and I was really bloated, and I have fibromyalgia, so they say. So even though I don't have any symptoms, I still have issues by doing things standing long term, and I did that last night doing my juicing. So feeling really good, and I'm going to totally finish my juices and then just do a bunch of nothing today. I might read some books. I'm kind of in the middle of Dr. Greger's How Not to Die, so I think I'll go back to reading that for a little bit. So I hope you have a great reboot. Just relax. People tell you that all the time. Just relax. It's fine. So just do it. All right, bye.